Welcome, everybody, to the 365 Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Eddie Osborne, and today, sitting across from me, is none other than Roughhouse Black.
What up?
See, I've known Jeff a long time now.
Too long.
Probably, yeah, too long.
Too long.
Today, we got a cool message saying how Joey Allen's been helping for like 10 plus years, and I was thinking about him like, I think Jeff's been helping for like 15 plus years. So, why'd you get into this crazy business?
Because I'm dumb. No, I loved it, man. I loved watching it. I wanted to, it goes back to wrestling in the basement with my brother and shoot lining his friend, or like shoot clothesline his friend, and won the Rumble in our basement the one year. It was a good time.
Did you do the Rumble like at our house? We turned the couches the other way so you could hit them, and they got eliminated into the couch cushion.
The way our basement was set up back home was it was a finished basement. It was like carpeted. There's no like underlay. It was just carpet. But we took every cushion and blanket and pillow and we made a wall. And if you got thrown in the wall, you were eliminated. But when you got eliminated, you had to set the wall back up, right?
Of course.
And my brother and I, we would have entire rumbles. Two of us. And somehow he'd always be Hogan and he'd win. But the one time, to shoot clothesline his friend, I forget his name, Danny. Yeah, his friend Danny. And I was the goddamn winner, man. I was the winner.
So you go from childhood playing in your basement. You went to college. You did Police Foundations, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, you're like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna go wrestling school."
Yeah. Well, the important part is I did backyard as well.
Oh yes. Oh, actually, I've heard some crazy stories about your backyard wrestling.
Oh, they're pretty stupid. Fire in a barn full of hay. Just retarded. Can we say that word on here?
I don't know. Yeah.
That's stupid. No, it retarded. We did not have mental capacity that day to do that. Stupid. But it was fun, You're with your friends and you're just having fun, thinking you're doing something constructive, but you're really just being assholes.
Do you think if you never did backyard wrestling, would you ever become a pro wrestler?
Oh yeah, that's why I did backyard. I want to be a pro.
There we go.
And then where I grew up, there was no indie wrestling. There was none. But when I went to college in Kitchener, and you see posters, and you're like, holy shit, there's local shows. And I remember going to Woodstock for an ICW show at, I forget. It was, I forget the name of the hall, but it was...
Was it Goff Hall?
Goff Hall, yeah. It was where everyone changed in the kitchen. I got to wrestle there later on. But yeah, that was my first indie show I ever seen, and it was Gage Kelman Jr. against the departed Johnny K-9 for the main event. In the main event, I was like, fuck yeah! I couldn't get enough. And my buddy from college was there. I'm trying to be cool, but I'm marking out, man. I'm marking out hard.
And then, so you do that, you go to college. Are you thinking about being a wrestler at this point? Or are you
every damn day, man. Every damn day.
So, why didn't you go to school right out of high school?
Because it was smart to go to college and get an education.
For sure.
And because I know I've gone for jobs, and they're like, they're just like, oh, you went for Police Foundations. I'm like, I don't want to be a cop anymore, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then they're like, why'd you finish? And I'm like, well, you invested so much time.
Yeah.
And then when I figured out I didn't really want to be a cop anymore, a lot of money in and a lot of time in, a lot of energy, and you might as well finish it. And you might as well finish strong.
For sure. I think a lot of people do quit right away, and I'm always saying, why don't you get the diploma or the degree or whatever finish the course.
Yeah, I finished the goddamn shit. So I did college and went to a few indie shows through college, or when I was at college, and then just I get home the summer and I'm just doing job with the Parks Department, and then yeah, I'm just, like, it's always in my head. I want to be a wrestler. I want to be a wrestler. How the hell do I do this thing? Because you think it's hard, but if you just do it, it's not like it. If you want to do it, you'll find a way. But
And ladies and gentlemen, that's for everything in life. No matter what you want to do, just go and do it. If you work hard at anything, you can make it happen. And it's true. It's not a lie. You just actually got to work at it and do it.
yeah, yeah. And I'm just like doing a job I don't like, and and then it was like kind of shitty thing. Like my mom passed, and it was like and that was the like, you know, that was the thing there. I was like,
Is that the like wake up? I
Yeah.
don't have as much time as I thought. Maybe.
you never know what's gonna end.
Sure.
You never know when it's gonna end, and you got to do it. And I always told everybody when I was training, I'm like, because it's 1 in a million, man, to make it. And you know, you always think you're gonna make it, but I never wanted to be the guy who was 50 that didn't try and couldn't try anymore. At least I know. Like, I did it. Hey, I went nowhere, but goddamn, have I had fun.
You've been all over Ontario and upstate New York, no?
Well, I mean,
I
not New York.
Sure.
New York before the incident.
Yeah.
That made me never want to go back to the United States again. But well, yeah, I've been all over Ontario, and it's been fun. It's fun. That's the thing, is having fun, man. Just just having fun. And I think there was a point in time where I didn't have fun, and made going to wrestling like miserable.
There was times where you really hated me.
Yeah.
And there's times where I could see your loathing
I still hate
in every part. No, but now it's just not. You're not vibrating when you're helping out and stuff.
I asked this guy a week ago, yo, you need a truck for Kitchener.
I thought last time we double booked, we both got trucks.
Yeah, and
I'm like, he'll get it.
And he didn't reply, and I'm horrible for 365 because I'm not really on Facebook, and I don't really message, so sometimes I just don't check messages. And then I check it, and I'm like,
a little bit later.
Then he replied, but goddamn, everything always works out for some reason. I don't get it.
Like I said, last time we both ordered, like, he's just gonna order the damn truck. Fuck him. But whatever. So let's talk about your training now. Or no, actually, let's talk about it. You hated wrestling. You still did it though. You stepped back for like a couple months, and then you came back.
Man, like a year.
I was trying to be nice to you.
No, that was a year.
It was quite a long time. And then when you came back, you were the first guy at every show. You were helping with every dang thing. You were trying to rent people your equipment for a really damn good price, just to make shows better. So, like, what gave you that kick into, like, I love it again, and I want to do everything in my life to make it better?
Because you step away, and that's when you find out that you miss it. Yeah. And then I think everyone should do that. Step away, and then you come back, and you... I just saw wrestling in a different light. Like, hey, I know I'm not making it. I'm not going anywhere. That's fine. It wasn't in the cards for me to go somewhere, but I could still have fun. But anyway, like I came back with a new attitude and saying, hey, well, that was me. I'm sorry. No problem. I just came back with a new attitude. Like, let's have fun. And then, like, yeah, I got into DJing stuff and offering my sound and wanting the shows to be better. And I think one way is having a good sound system and a reliable sound system. So I made it pretty affordable for a lot of places. And
the lights in Hamilton, what you set up that one night, it changed the whole hall.
Yeah,
it's so much bigger. And I think, like, you were smiling that whole day. You worked your ass off for like 8 hours to get everything set up and all this, like, from ring to the lights. Oh yeah,
we brought the ring.
It was a long day before you even wrestled. But like, you were like looking at you, like, I could just see you sitting in a chair looking at lights, like smiling.
Yeah, waiting for someone to complain. Oh, kitties. Okay.
Oh boy.
If I did theater in high school, and when you do theater, you're on a stage, and you have 50 lights in your eyes, and just when people, I have 4 park hands set up in one shining in each corner, and like probably a good 25 feet away, and it's like they come in and oh, this is too bright. This is in my eyes. It's like, don't look in the fucking light. Don't look directly in it. Seriously. I called someone a very bad word because all they did was complain. And like it made me angry because it was funny. It was for the Deathmatch Dad movie.
Okay, yeah.
I set up the park hands, and the camera guys are loving it. The Ian, I forget his last name. Just the
Promoter?
Yeah, the promoter, the Deathmatch Dad character in the movie, he loved it. And then someone walks in, oh, this is too bright.
Wow.
This light, but the professional camera guys, so fucking get used to it and shut your mouth and don't complain because those lights shining in the ring, I make the show better. 100%. And it's not the white, God damn, I'm sorry. It's not the white LED lights. It's the yellow old school park hand lights. Makes it better. Anyway, I went off there, didn't I?
I love it. I was going to go into your training because you had a different story than most people. You didn't go to a school and just learn every day, every week. You had to pick up your trainer even at times.
Oh, yeah. I consider myself a mutt. There's a lot of people. There's Eddie Osborne that showed me some things. Jesse Jones showed me some things. And then it was like Sid Summers, Juan Ortiz. It was a rotating door, but like the one that he was consistent for a good while was Rory McAllister. And I trained in Cambridge at the Hart Brothers School of Wrestling, and I would work the 12-hour shift, hop in my car smelling like salad dressing, and because I worked at a creamery, and I would drive to Brantford, pick him up, drive back, we train, I'd drive him home. I would get home at like 1 a.m., and then my ass was up at 5 a.m., running 10 kilometers, and then going back to work going back to work for a 12-hour shift, and going back, picking him up again.